You've probably been caught a time or two trying to decipher what the vanity license plate on the car in front of you means.
Well, now you can and can't. What's on your plate is now the subject of a federal lawsuit after 3 Ohioans had their vanity plates rejected for violating the state's special plate guidelines. Now, 10 TV's Kevin Landers joins us now to explain how this lawsuit really hopes to change that process.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting story. This vanity plate lawsuit says it's everyone's First Amendment right to put what they want on their license plate. Last year, the state rejected hundreds of plates because they contained profanity, drugs, or other inappropriate combinations of letters and numbers. But this lawsuit argues the state doesn't always follow its own rules. When it comes to vanity plates, these drivers are the lucky ones. They chose a plate the state approved. But every year, hundreds of people request a vanity plate that the BMV rejects. People like William Sackeye says because he's gay, he wants the word gay on his license. He sued the state and won.
I know that the BMV wasn't targeting me specifically, but as a community, I felt that we were being singled out and weren't allowed to get the plates that we wanted.
The BMV rejects plates that may be offensive or vulgar or promote violence. Just go on the BMV website, plug in your vanity plate, and instantly you'll see if it'll pass or fail the state's vanity plate litmus test. Sackeye says originally the state called his gay license plate application inappropriate.
To say that something like that is inappropriate is saying that my life is inappropriate.
This federal lawsuit, filed last week in the Northern District of Ohio on behalf of 3 drivers, is challenging the state's vanity plate process.
You know, I've been working on this BMV issue for several years at this point, and I have not seen anything at any point that suggests that any of these sensors have any kind of qualifications to be doing this other than access to urbandictionary.com.
Another client, he says, wants MF Tundra, which he says the state rejected. His client told him it stands for My Family Tundra. His other client wants the word mafia on his license plate. The state rejected that, but allows the word no mafia.
So people will say, aren't these people really trying to sneak one by, trying to be clever by coming up with words that they know what they really mean, and they're trying to sneak one by the BMV?
Listen, I don't think we're trying to sneak anything by the BMV. We're being very upfront about what we want.
I emailed and called the BMV for a comment, and a spokesperson says the department doesn't comment on pending lawsuits.
Now, Kevin, some people may find that Mr. Sackeye's license plate may have found it derogatory, right? Did you ask him about maybe how he would feel if someone had an anti-gay plate?
Absolutely. I asked him that exact question, and I asked him if someone did have an anti-gay plate, how would he feel? And he told me, quote, he told me they should be able to do that as long as it meets the state's guidelines. He says people have every right to express their opinion, but he hopes that people wouldn't use vanity plates to express hate.
Gosh, but I think I don't know, I feel like some people would if it were allowed, which is terrible, and, you know, nobody needs to see that, but yeah, let's hope so.
We'll see how it all plays out in court.
We'll see how it does.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
Yep.